Hi Audrey, hope you're doing well. I wanted to make a little lesson for you that I thought you'd find interesting. And my friend Sophia here has helped me practice. So today I wanted to talk about pH scale. And this stands for the potential or the power of hydrogen. And the pH scale measures how acidic or how alkaline something is. So you know how when you taste something sour, like lemon juice, that's acidity. And what you're actually tasting is little hydrogen atoms are going into your tongue and meshing with receptors and telling you that this is acidic or that this is sour. So that's what the sour taste is. And so here we have what's called a hydrogen cation, not an ion, a cation, is a hydrogen atom that wants to steal electrons, and that's on the acidic side. On the alkaline side, we have a hydroxide, I think, because it's hydrogen and oxygen.
Yeah.
A hydroxide ion, and it wants to give away electrons. And so these are the two different sides of the scale. 7 is in the middle, that's neutral. That's like your tap water. Your tap water is a 7 on the pH scale. And so things that are very acidic are 1, and things that are very alkaline or basic, people also say basic, are 14. And to demonstrate this, we have what's called a pH indicator. So this bluish-purple liquid is cabbage juice, right? So I got a red cabbage, and if you want to do this at home, you can ask your mom, and she can absolutely help you do this. So you get some cabbage, and you soak it in hot water for 10 minutes, and then you get this purplish juice. And what's going to happen is it's going to react with either the hydrogen atoms or the hydroxide atoms, and what will happen is the hydroxide will neutralize it, so the color, it'll get less color, and the hydrogen cations it will react with, and it will change color. And we can use this based on how much the color changes in either direction to figure out how acidic or alkaline a specific substance is. So I have 4 mysterious substances, which we will reveal later what they are. And we're going to test each of them with a bit of this indicator. So we'll start by pouring. You see, that's turned like a deep pink.
Yeah, like
a rosy pink.
Yeah, rose pink.
And then the next one.
Like a lighter pink, I'd say.
Yeah, that is a lighter pink. It's a bit clearer.
It's like jelly or jello.
And then we'll go to this one.
Green.
Yeah, so now the deep purplish blue has turned to like a
greenish
teal.
blue.
Yeah. And then the last of it, we'll put in this one here.
Which
Oh, and that turned like a deep yellow.
Like pea.
It does look like pea. And so, if you can guess that these liquids on the left or on the right here are more acidic than those on the left, which are more alkaline. And I should have had a 5th jar with just pure water in it, but it would have looked the same purple. And now we will reveal what is what. So this is all household stuff. The most acidic thing we have is lemon juice. And then we have some white distilled vinegar, which is this one. Then
we got some baking soda.
Yes, that's baking soda, which is alkaline. And then the most alkaline thing we have is bleach.
Yeah.
And now it's so alkaline, it neutralizes the color. So this is the normal color of bleach. It's like this kind of very light yellow. So when we first put it in, it was a darker yellow, but once it sat for a second, it neutralized all of the dye, all of the pH indicator, and now it's back to this light yellow.
It disintegrated all of the other stuff.
Yeah. And now this is fun because you can use this to test stuff in your environment, right? So these are all household items that you guys probably have in your kitchen. And you can use this to test stuff. So I did a little experiment a few weeks ago where I tested some soil from 2 different parts of my yard. One where things were growing nicely, and one where everything was dead. And while they were both a bit alkaline, so they got to this lighter blue color, the spot where everything was dead was much lighter. There was much less color in, because I mixed the dirt with water, so there's much less color in the water. And what I take this to mean is that the kind of herbicide that was used to kill the plants in that area where everything is dead is a salt-based herbicide, because salts are alkaline. So that's another way of thinking about it is alkaline is usually, you're measuring like how much of a kind of salt is in it, because salts are typically alkaline. So we learned that a particular type of herbicide was used in our yard. You can also buy little test strips, like little pieces of paper that have been soaked in the pH indicator, and you can dip those in things to test stuff, and you can buy those at like gardening stores or online.
Results.
Yeah, those are a little easier to use than this method, but this is a lot of fun, and you get to create the rainbow. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Please ask your mom to text me questions or anything else like that. Or, I don't know if you have a YouTube account, you can just post questions on the video.
YouTube.
And I'd be happy to answer them. Love you. Bye.